Good Wednesday morning, everybody. I'm actually going to show you the different things we actually picked up down in Orlando, Florida. We went down on a very strict budget, so I just wanted to show you what we got for our dollar. And in my opinion, staying on resort, my dog's barking, staying on resort is actually better than actually staying off resort. I went off resort a few years ago on International Drive with my entire family. There was 6 of us, and we actually individually spent more money than me and my fiance did when we stayed on Disney. You almost seem to pay attention more, especially with the wristbands. They give you these cute little bands that you can like tap to like pay for everything, and you actually are more, I find, I guess, stingy when you use them, because you know that every time you're tapping that, it's going onto your credit card. So I found that was great for us. It just made us pay attention to everything we were buying, and when we'd like go to the gift stores, we would look at things and say, okay, is this really worth spending money on, or should we spend it somewhere else? So it was good in that retrospect. I like that. And I'll show you the different things that we got down in Disney, especially where we stayed on Disney, and how much we spent in total and what we spent on what things. I'll show you what we got and what we spent our money on, and hopefully that'll help you get a rough idea and what it will cost to go down for 2. This is for only, like I said, 2 people, not the 6 from last time I went. This is just me and my fiance, so hopefully it'll give you a rough idea. Okay, great, enjoy! So when we went down, we stayed on Disney's All-Star Sports Resort, which out of all the value resorts is the cheapest of the resorts. Especially for people in Canada, our dollar right now is extremely low. And when we went down in October, it was I think at 74 cents. So we stayed at All-Star Sports Resort, and because we stayed on Disney, we received these magic bands, which were fantastic. They kept track of everything we were spending. They allowed us in the parks. They let us into our resort. It was fantastic. Everything was taken care of by these magic bands. All you do is you tap this little Mickey icon and away you go. So that was the first thing I wanted to show you, because these here came with the cost of our resort. So we didn't pay any extra for the magic bands. That's also the same with transportation. If you stay on Disney, your transportation is also paid for. So it's great. The transportation takes you from your hotel to the airport, vice versa, as well as to the parks, to other hotels. It's fantastic. The next little bands we kept as souvenirs were the not so scary Halloween little wristbands they give you. We actually kept those because I just thought they were really cute, and it was pretty much like a free souvenir, so why wouldn't you keep it? But yeah, we have 2 of those. You just see there's like a little button there in order to get them on and off, and they're really hard to get off. I can squeeze out of mine because I have such like a tiny wrist, but Ryan actually had to snap it, which I was kind of sad about, but to get out of his, see? Oh, now I can see it. So there. Ugh, keeps going blurry, sorry. The camera's trying to adjust and burgle at it. There we go. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So we kept these as well for little souvenirs. I thought they were great. And again, didn't have to spend any extra money, so it worked out. So the next thing that is great about staying on Disney is you get all these little cute things in your room that say Disney. Like this was from the soap package. We actually kept it because I took the soap out of it, which had little Mickeys on it. But I'm gonna keep this because we're doing like a scrapbook, so this is gonna be kind of cute in there. It's our first time on Disney Resort, so we kind of went crazy when it came to taking advantage of anything we could get for free. I also rinsed out the little cute soap bottles that they give you, and I guess my camera's doing a really bad job at adjusting. But anyway, we even kept that I rinsed it out just because the top of it was adorable with the little Mickey and stuff, and I was like, oh, it's Mickey, and I didn't have to really pay for it. Well, I did with the room, but you know what I mean. And also there was these cards in the room, and it says Walt Disney World, and on the inside it's pretty much just saying like greeting and welcome and stuff. It's like what the room service leaves for you, and it's in a bunch of different languages. And I was like, oh, that's so cute and free. So I grabbed that as well. Because we're not from the States, we actually have to get our magic bands at the hotel when we arrive. And up in our rooms after we got our magic bands at the front desk, there was this cute little envelope which was on the table in the room, and it says congratulations on your new magic bands. And when you open it, there were these adorable luggage tags. See, aren't they the cutest? So yeah, I was like, oh my god, we already have Disney luggage tags, so this is great. I'm going to keep these as little souvenirs. And again, you don't have to spend a cent. And the reason I like all this little flat stuff especially is because it's great for scrapbooking and doing up like our first vacation in Disney World together. So yeah, that's another thing for souvenirs if you guys are going down on a budget. So other great little souvenirs that you can get if you're going down on such a strict budget is these pins. They have different ones like happy anniversary, first time, stuff like that. I had a happy birthday one because when I went down there it was my birthday. So I was like, oh, that's so sweet that they gave me that when I was in the park and mentioned it was my birthday. So another thing was we stayed at Garden Grill for breakfast, and it was definitely the best meal I ever had in Disney. It was fantastic. It put the Be Our Guest restaurant that they serve for breakfast to shame. Like, you get more bang for your buck, and it's just, oh my, there's so much food. It was crazy. Whereas when we went to Be Our Guest, the food was not only cold, it was just, I don't know, it tasted, the atmosphere was gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but the food was terrible, like disgusting if you go for breakfast. It's very, where it's quick service, it's very rushed, and the food comes out extremely fast. As soon as you place your order, your food's there and it just tastes cold. So obviously out back it's just sitting there waiting for whoever calls the order. But anyway, this restaurant was really good. We actually went to it a few days before my birthday, and when they found out we were down here for my birthday, they gave us this cute card, and then they signed it inside. Chip and Dale did, and Pluto and Mickey Mouse, and they like give you some stickers and stuff. So anyway, I thought that was really, really adorable too. The fact that like they give you a card for your birthday, and I looked on the bill just to see like, okay, do they charge you extra when they give you this card? And because they gave me a little piece of cake, and no, they didn't. It was on the house. So another great souvenir that we didn't have to dish money out for, so that was fantastic. So another great free souvenir that I loved are the numerous park maps. I enjoyed the fact that where they were flat, they were easy to transport, especially in your luggage and stuff, and it's harder to get park maps now where everything is, I guess, digital, because you can pretty much check out wait times and everything now on the app that Disney has. But in the resorts, right up at the front desk, they have all the maps, which I love because I still sometimes find myself using them even though I do use the app. But yeah, they even have nice ones done up for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So if you're looking for more free souvenirs, this is actually a great idea. This is the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and all these little Mickeys you see here, the orange pumpkin ones, are trick-or-treat spots. I think, well, I know. I think they're trick-or-treat spots. Yes, they are trick-or-treat locations. That was the plus side of this party, because if you have small ones, we didn't, my fiance loves junk food, so as you can see, there are numerous different spots you can go to get trick-or-treats. There's character dance parties, yeah, and just numerous different things. I'm trying to just scroll down right quick. A lot of the rides are open, the wait times are down, so if you're thinking on going down for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party and you're afraid that you're gonna have to wait a longer time, if you go early enough, we went, I think it was October 26th, I could be wrong, I know it was a weekday and it wasn't as busy, and you could actually get on all the rides for, I'd say, under 20 minutes. It was fantastic. And some of the more popular rides even, it was only like a 10 or 15 minute wait. So if there's any time you would like to go down to Disney, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is a great time to go. And yes, it costs like $100 and something per ticket, and you can only get in, it says I think 6 or 7 o'clock, but you can actually get into the park earlier than that. You can get in around 4 for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, as long as you have that one of these on that I showed you earlier. So as long as you have this wristband on, you can get in earlier and they won't escort you out of the park for the party. So yeah, all the maps, and I even have like the sports fan Friday. This was like one of the sheets they had in our room, all the activities that were going on and stuff at our resort, which is also fantastic because like if there's days you just want to laze at the resort, they have like movies under the stars and a bunch of different activities over by the pool. And I'll show you on the other side again. This is the food court, which food on a budget, great. They also have, during Halloween time, a bunch of different activities that you can enjoy. Sorry, that's my camera again. That you can enjoy and check out. So yeah, another perk of staying on Disney resorts. And as you can see, this is the map they gave us. And if you want to like check out other resorts near you and you don't want to take a bus or nothing, next to Disney's All-Star Sports Resort is the Music Resort, which we've seen every time we used to go out just for a walk. We would see this resort from where we were to. So literally like you could throw a stone and there's All-Star Music Resort. And then down here on the far end would be Disney's All-Star Movies Resort. So yeah, see, they're all close to each other in that same area. And then here's the different hotels in the resort of Disney's All-Star Sports Resort. Alright, so now I'm going to talk to you about souvenirs that you're going to start to spend money on to get. So when we were down there, we ended up doing some pressed pennies and quarters. These are great little souvenirs. Again, if you are going down on a budget, we enjoy doing them. There's actually press machines in the resort in the main lobby. So if you're going around the park and you're just too busy to do them, there are machines in the resort. Also another great souvenir that you gotta spend money to get. The arcade cards, they look like this. They're actually really cute. And anyway, so yeah, you just get one of these cards when you put money into the machine to get tickets for the arcade, and you can get this the first day you're down there and then use it up just during your stay on rainy days or in the evenings when you just want to relax in the hotel or whatever. But I thought that was a fantastic souvenir as well, was the Mickey Mouse arcade cards. So now I'm starting to get into the more pricey souvenirs and stuff. We ended up buying 2 of these goblets. Here's one, the other one's over in the cupboard, and they're $15 each, which I thought was a fantastic price, especially for the size of them. They're huge, and I just thought they were adorable. They light up down here at the base. On the bottom there's a little switch, on-off switch, and I also just enjoyed the design and detail in the mug and stuff, the apple and the frog. And when, not all the time, but some of the time when we watch the show Once Upon a Time, we actually sit down and have these because it just reminds us of the show and stuff. So yeah, it was definitely worth the money for 2. So $30 for 2 of them. This is the receipt for Be Our Guest for 2. I'm just gonna show you real quick. So if my camera will focus, it might take a minute. Alright, there we go. So yeah, there was 2 at $15, the Castle Goblets. Then we paid $24 for one meal and $14 for the other. You can actually get kid meals for adults, so if you can't eat a whole lot, you can get a kid meal, but it was still not worth it. It was cold and just, it wasn't fantastic at all. So this was the total amount that we spent. So we spent $72.42 US for our meal, which doesn't seem like a whole lot, but when you're switching it over from our dollar to the US dollar, it is a pretty penny. So in my opinion, was the meal worth it? No. Was the atmosphere worth it? Yes. Were the cups worth it? Yeah, they were pretty cool. So because the receipts are as old as October now, some of the stuff is actually starting to wash off the receipts. So I just wanted to show you these, which you can get at the resorts. The refillable mugs, which in my opinion, buy. They're actually so worth it. I think each year or every other year they come out with different designs for the mugs. Show you, and then up here they got like SR Sports, yay, and Pop, and that's the back of it. That's my dog. He wants my attention, so I'm trying to clear this up so I can pay attention. They come in different covers too, so where there was 2 of us and the mug designs were the same, we didn't want to mix them up. Mine has a red cover and his had a blue cover, and we brought these home because they're actually great drinking mugs and stuff. The price of those, you can't really see it on the receipt anymore. You can just see where it says refillable mugs. But for 2 of them, I think, let me see. For 2, it was $35.98. So that's how much we spent for the refillable mugs. Like I said, you can't really see. You can just see where it says resort refillable mugs, and then it just looks blank. But if you look really closely, the price is there, and that's how much we spent for 2, and that's US as well. All the prices I'm telling you are going to be in US because, well, everything down there is US dollar, where it's the States. To transfer things over to Canadian dollar, you can actually get an app on your phone, which we found great too because where our credit card was in Canadian dollars, we were trying to keep track of everything, especially if the dollar changed at any point and stuff, right? So, yeah, now what I'm going to do is show you the prices of different things because in souvenirs, I only got one more to show you, and I got to find the receipt for that anyway. So while I'm waiting, I'm just going to give you a rough idea of the cost of food and things in Disney, and hopefully that helps for people who are planning down there. Okay, so here are just some of the things we bought inside the parks when in Disney. We found we didn't actually, besides the 2 restaurants that we booked, which was Be Our Guest and the Garden Grill, we didn't actually eat so much in Disney except like little snacks and stuff, and because all we did was snack, we ate more at our resort, which was actually a greater price. Like, you get more bang for your buck than you would in the actual parks. So we got the Made with Magic ears, which I do love. They're really cute, and they're a cute souvenir and stuff, but I do regret getting them. If I had my time back, I would have just got the little bandana ones. I would have wore them more in the park than these ones, because these ones here, they're really big and bulky, and like you kind of wear them just for a laugh, for pictures and stuff, but in terms of like wearing them every other day in the park, I didn't do it. I regret it. It was kind of a waste of money. And the bandana ones, just the thin ones, I know I would have wore a bit more because it wasn't so big and clumpy on my head, and like you can't really wear this on rides. I was steady putting it down in the seats in the rides so they wouldn't like fly off and stuff. But the Made with Magic ones, they actually light up, and they light up to the show. But like I said, some of the bandana ones do that too, go with the show. But there's a little switch here somewhere. I think it's on one of the ears. There's a little switch under the ear here that flicks them on. See? It's hard to see because of the light from the window, but they change different colors and stuff and they go with the show. And those there cost $28.17. And we got these in Hollywood Studios. And the only show we had it for was Fantasmic. And we didn't even have them on during Fantasmic. They were down in my lap because where they are so big and bulky, there was a little girl sat behind us and we didn't want to, like, you know, obstruct her view from seeing the show with these big ears sticking off. So, like I said, they're great and all and they're cute and they sit in on the desk now, but in terms of like spending that money on them, I'd recommend you save your money and just buy the bandana ones if you want, like, to wear them. But if you want these as a souvenir, go for it. That's the price of them. Well, the price in October. They could be changed, but I'd say it's still roughly that price. If you're looking for just a bag of popcorn and stuff in Disney, which we did for sitting down watching the Epcot fireworks, you're going to spend for a bag of popcorn $5.99. The pretzels are $3.49 and the little crispy Mickey Mouse treats is driving me nuts is $4.49. So we spent a total of $14.88 in snacks at Epcot. That was literally the total. That's what we spent in the park at Epcot. We didn't buy nothing else. We enjoyed the rides, enjoyed the fireworks, and we stayed on a budget. When we went back to our hotel, that's when we ate. So, yeah. So next up is if you're looking for the price of chicken nuggets and stuff in the park. Not in the park, sorry, in the resort. At the Valley Resort, the chicken nuggets, it's 8 nuggets for $9.49, and you can get mac and cheese, which is $5.99. Also, Coke is $3.29 and Sprite is $3.29. This is where I'm trying to stress the refillable mugs, because the refillable mugs save you from extra expenses when it comes to drinks. And as you see, they do start to add up, like $3.29 for one drink. If you're there for a week, you're better off just buying the refillable mug. Also, the apple juice is $3.29. The orange juice, which was $4.29. So yeah, like I said, that's some prices of other stuff. I'll see what else I can find. So the croissants there are $2.99, and waffles with bacon is $8.49, and the Caesar salad is $8.99. And you get grapes for $3.79 and chocolate milk is $3.29. Remember, again, this is all at the Sports End Zone food court at Disney's All-Star Sports Resort. So just keep that in mind when seeing these prices too, that this is a Valley Resort price. I'm not sure if all the Valley Resorts have the same prices, but I'd say they're roughly in the same bracket of prices. So this is just to give you guys an idea of cost. The hot dogs, which are $5.99, and the burgers, which are $13.99. As well, here's chicken nuggets again, nachos, $2.99. I'm hoping you guys are able to see some of the prices. Now this receipt is in Magic Kingdom. That's the price of a popcorn scoop, which is $4, and a Sprite, which was $9.78. But we ended up getting, the reason it was $9.78, it's not the Sprite, is, oh my goodness, $10. It came in a special mug that we kept as a souvenir, which I'll show you guys there now. But that's the reason it is so expensive, because if you ask or request it to be placed in their specialty mugs, you will be spending more money. But this mug is huge, so I'll show you guys that there now. Josie wants to be seen. Hi, Josie. So this is the specialty mug that we got for Not So Scary Halloween Party. The receipt I just showed you with the Sprite and stuff. And it has Tinkerbell on it, Mickey, and the straw has its own holder on the side and stuff, so if you don't got it down in the mug and that, you can just place it there. But yeah, that's why it was so much and stuff, the Sprite. So if you see me on the receipt and you're like, oh my goodness, $9.49, well, almost $10 for a Sprite, this is why, because it came in this huge mug. And like I said, it's one of our little souvenirs that we got while at Not So Scary Halloween Party. We got that in popcorn. So yeah, alright, I'll go back to showing you more prices now. So this is the cost of the Powerade. If you're looking to get like I guess something similar to Gatorade, it's $3.99. I didn't actually find Gatorade down there. All I found was Powerade. So that's the cost of that down there in the hotel. Again, the chicken nuggets and stuff, and the orange juice. And next up we have pasta, which I haven't mentioned yet, with meatballs. That's $5.99, and that comes with cookies and grapes for all $5.99. And it was actually a nice size. Like, I don't eat huge portions in the one sitting. I have small portions in each sitting. So I enjoyed the kid meals, to be honest, because like I said, I spent $5.99 for pasta and meatballs with cookies and grapes and a drink. So that was fantastic. And again, here's more prices. And let's see what else we can find. Now this receipt here is in the Goofy's gift shop in the hotel, and this is the price of some of the like the gummy candies and stuff that we bought, and orange juice. A nice size candy like bag is $5.49, which I thought was really good because here it's more expensive. So $4.19 was the price of the orange juice in the gift shop. Here we go. And now we're back into the End Zone food court, and here again, in case you missed it earlier, chicken nuggets and fries, $9.49, and this is the cheese pizza with salad, which was $9.49. And then we go over here and we have the cheese pizza with salad again, and burgers and fries and stuff, $13.99. So some of these prices you probably already seen earlier. If you missed it, well, there you go, now you got to see them. And we're almost near the end of what we bought down in Disney. So here are the last of the receipts that are from Disney. And again, back in our hotel, just to show you guys prices. So again, the meals are the way to go, $5.98 for kids meals. Grilled chicken, $6.99. Then we come over here and there's cheese pizza with salad, $18.98. I forget what that is on top. Someone might know. If you know what it is, put it down in the comment box area, I guess down below. It's $4.39. I forget what it is exactly, but if you know what it is, then, well, there you go. There's the price. And next up we have, what is this receipt for? Oh, this is the garden grill. Oh my god, okay. I thought I lost this receipt, so this is perfect. This is for 2 people at the garden grill for breakfast. Okay, so it's $68.16 for 2, but you get a lot of food. It's 10 times better than the Be Our Guest restaurant for breakfast. So if you're looking for a lot of food and warm food, it's fresh cooked, then the Garden Grill is the restaurant to go to. Next up we have just the Ritz crackers in the little packages for $3.45, and orange juice again, there's the price, $4.29. And last but not least, you can't go to Disney without a Mickey Premium Bar, and 2 of those were $7.98 for 2, but they were so good. The chocolate and everything on them was really good. So that's it, guys. That's everything that we bought and spent in Disney on our trip. I'll see if I can dig out now the total of what the total was on our magic bands to show you guys. So yeah, not last but not least, this is the total, $550.09 US that we spent. This includes all the receipts I showed you, our souvenirs. It includes included the 2 breakfasts that we had at Garden Grill as well as Be Our Guest. So for 10 days, that isn't bad, guys. Like, to stay on resort and spend under $1,000 in food and souvenirs for 2 people, I thought we did pretty good. So yeah, hopefully you can see them changing here now better than earlier. But see, change different colors. And they go to the music of Fantasmic as well as it was Wishes. I'm not 100% sure the name on the new show in Magic Kingdom. But it also goes to that and Illuminations. So it is a good buy, but at the same time it isn't, because I know the little headband thin ones do the exact same things, and I know I would have wore them a lot more than I wore these. So it's up to you guys. It's whatever you want to do. And Jersey keeps whining for me, so I'm gonna just go see what he wants. So yeah, that's it, guys, in terms of Disney. And like I said, not bad for our first time down there. Just me and Ryan. It was only just a little over $500, so we stayed under budget. My cap was $1,000. I'm very surprised because I thought I was gonna go over that, but to only spend a little over $500 on all of our food down there and souvenirs, that's okay in my book.